So this time we're taking a look at the Transformers Generations Fall of Cybertron, continuing on the storyline through the game of, the multi-platform game War for Cybertron. We now have the new game Fall of Cybertron, and this latest round of figures, which includes a new updated Optimus Prime, a Jazz, and Shockwave. And later on, of course, we're getting the retail versions of the San Diego Comic-Con 2012 exclusive set of Combaticons, which I'm looking forward to. But I was really excited to finally see this guy at Toys R Us. Really can't wait to get the game and start playing it, and we'll see one of my favorite Decepticons, Shockwave. We'll take a look at the new packaging here. You can see the artwork here. Pretty nice. That's the front, and on the back here you get a real nod to the old tech specs. Glad they brought that back. And you get a little write-up about Shockwave, as well as a picture of both the alt form and robot form. And taking a look at the vehicle part of Shockwave here, it's alright. It's supposed to be like this hovering tank thing, and I guess they did a pretty good job of the of this alt mode here, since the only thing he really turned into was a huge flying gun that was never really explained. But I guess this sort of attack platform does look a little bit better. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like maybe the head of a dragon or something, with this being the head, and this being like the snout. But it's not too bad. It's not the greatest of alt modes, but I really didn't get it for... I really didn't get the toy for that mode. I wanted the robot version of Shockwave. So let's get him transformed, and it's pretty easy transformation. Probably one of the easier ones. You simply break the legs up like that. Pull out the back here, flip that up, and you remove his weapon here. It's funny that it attaches right to his butt. And you can see the legs are already there. Let's move these out of the way. And you rotate these down and clip them into this little hole here. On both sides. And there's his feet. And his legs are done. You flip his arms out like this. Bring his chest forward like that, and that pops his head out. Rotate the wings. Rotate the wings up like that. And plug in his shoulders like so. Rotate his arms into position. And all you have left is to flip out his hands, and that's it. There he is. Now he is quite small. Again, all the new Transformers have been reduced in size to keep the cost of the plastic on them down, but he is fairly posable. His head does go left and right, and doesn't really go up and down. You can kind of see that he has pretty good light piping here. Let's try and get some light behind him. There. So that's pretty cool. Of course, he has the classic shape of his vintage figure, or vintage look, with the front here. Nicely done in purple. He has this very small Decepticon symbol right there on his stomach. So he's got a little bit of purple, light purple, or pinkish purple there on him with the silver. So he's nicely detailed, I think. Unfortunately, I don't like the visible screws here on the front. Continue on with his posability. Ball jointed legs, bend at the knee, and as well as rotate. His arms, they rotate here. He goes in and out there as well. And you have this joint here as well, so you can get a little bit of more posability like that if you want to. Ball joint on the lower arms at the elbow, so you can get in onto all sorts of poses like that. And of course, the vintage figure had a gun for an arm, and you can use his weapon here. This part replicates the cover for the webbing, so you can take that off and have the guns like that if you want. You can put it back on. You can see that he will hold it in his hand, although not too well to my liking, so you can either hold it in his hand, or you can you see the little piece there will actually, if you flip his hand, either hand will peg into this spot there, and it does go on quite easy. And there you can give him a hand, either a gun hand on either side, depending upon what you want. Now, it is kind of a bear to get off. It goes on a lot easier than it comes off. But I believe to be G1 accurate, it would be this side. But I can't quite remember. So yeah, I was glad to find this and not have to search eBay for it and pay out the nose. I've already pre-ordered the Combaticons, so when they show up, when they ship, they'll go right to me, and I won't have to worry about where I'm going to find all of them. And so stay tuned for more Transformers Fall of Cybertron figures, and until then, I'll see ya.